Hey everyone, how's it going? Danny Mulligan here, and today is a great day to take a mulligan. So today I wanted to discuss with you the value of fruit, not only the benefits they can offer, but as well as the convenience they can offer for you on your busy schedule. So to get right into it here, starting from the left side, I'll work kind of step by step across the board here. So to break it down, fruit contains both macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients consist of protein, carbs, and fats. Protein is responsible for the building and repair of cells in your body, such as it helps rebuild muscle when it's torn down after a workout. For carbs, carbs are responsible for helping your body output fast energy. Another way I like to think about it is it's the gas in your car. Or in your body. it works the same as the gas in a car. For fats, it's the long-lasting energy. It's like oil in a car. It helps, so say for example, you take a jog like for an hour, that's what fat helps you with. It also helps with bone structure as well as joint health. So micronutrients are also in fruit. That consist of both vitamins and minerals. Now what's interesting here is though they're different, micronutrients helps the body use the macronutrients. So if you didn't have micronutrients at all, for your body to use the macronutrients, it would have a really hard time. It would not be near as effective. It almost wouldn't be effective. So these are so essential, and not just with bodily functions outside, but with helping the macronutrients and their functions as well. So moving to this side, go in a bit more detail in what the micronutrients in fruit. Starting with carbs, it's the macronutrient. With fruit, it's simple carbs or sugars, and what I mean by that is basically coming into glucose, such as the glucose chain. Is if you compared fruit to, say, a potato, the glucose chain will be not near as long for the fruit as compared to the potato. A lot shorter, which means that it's a lot more efficient for your body to digest, and it's able to do it faster, which means that your body is able to absorb it and convert it into glycogen, which that is what helps you output that burst of energy. Next is vitamins, another micronutrient in fruit, as well as minerals. Now real quick, vitamins is organic substances, so basically it comes from living things such as animals and plants. For minerals, they're inorganic substances, so it comes from non-living things, such as soil and water. So something I wanted to touch on was the relationship between vitamins and minerals. They blend together a lot. Let me give you an example. For an article I wrote for my blog, a few weeks ago, I wrote it on vitamin D and how important that is, and how unfortunately over recent years the deficiencies for vitamin D have increased. And something I found so fascinating was with vitamin D, you've probably heard about the vitamin D supports strong and healthy bones. But part of what makes that happen is the vitamin D, with a big part of what it does, it helps promote calcium. And calcium is a mineral, and that helps with that. It helps with the promoting of stronger bones in your body. So from that right there, it shows you they help each other out perform a bodily function that is very important. Calcium also helps with your blood vessels and blood flow through your body. That can be helpful with inflammation. So in addition to that, I kind of want to go to also how how a micronutrient can help a macro, and I wanted to touch on vitamin B. A lot of fruit, a lot of berries contain vitamin B. And part of why they do is vitamin B is one of the biggest contributors in vitamins that helps with carbs. And to get a little bit further, for vitamin B1, for example, there's a lot of vitamin Bs, but take vitamin B1, what that helps with is the converting cycle of when you consume carbs, of the cycle conversion from glucose into glycogen. That's very important. That's what vitamin B1 helps with. So if you didn't have vitamin B1, it'd be very tough for your body to make that conversion happen. So it's another example too of just how, all the teamwork that's going on here. So kind of give an overview of bringing it all together and fruit as a whole, things that they can help you with. I put some of ones I put as very important and some of my favorites that it helps with. One is blood pressure. That's a very important one to help with, or even help with preventing. 2 is inflammation. Man, that's a good one. It really is. 3 is digestion. Digestion, it is so important. To me, sometimes it can be very underrated. It can be very looked into, physique and being in shape and strong. Let me tell you, if your digestion ain't strong, you're gonna have a tough time a lot of other places, because that is what is responsible from, you eat food, your body's ability to transfer and absorb, and everything happens through this digestion. It's like the core inside your body. It's so important. Next is muscle contraction. Being a person that's passionate with exercise, this is very important. Vitamins, in addition to the carb, which helps with the energy output to be able to contract the muscle, vitamins help with that ability. So that's another teamwork, and that's where fruit can really help with, is with the ability to contract your muscle. The last one is joint health. Now, for me, this I have a personal experience with. So, through a good part of my life, I experienced quite a bit of medical testing, and I have a seizure disorder, case of muscle myopathy, polyneuropathy, Raynaud's phenomenon, carpal tunnel, as well as minor scoliosis, and they aren't the worst things, but for the muscle disease, the polyneuropathy, Raynaud's, carpal, those blended together, they are not fun, and they really do not make it easier to get in shape and improve your fitness. And because of that, I really struggled with my joints so badly with that combination. Worst ones for me, my wrist and ankles. Oh man, all the time, even sleeping. And I noticed such a difference by improving fruit. I struggled with joint layout for 7 years, through my teens, early 20, and fruit was just a blessing for me to bring in and improve. Getting on the good fruits, consuming it consistently was just so valuable. Some of the fruits I consume the most are blueberries and strawberries, and it really helped with that. So it's just kind of a personal example for me, but the point, it's so helpful for you. So coming off of this, now you kind of get a good idea of the benefits of fruit. Now the benefits of the convenience side. So I know you are on a busy schedule, which is why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm here. Okay? Health is a lifestyle. That's what it is. And it's not about making a bunch of changes, changing a bunch of habits, changing a bunch of things all at once. It's about changing one thing, one little thing at a time. and making that one little thing consistent. Health is consistency. For any, those of you in different jobs, maybe you work with a business, you work in marketing, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're in entertainment, whatever you do, it requires a lot of work. But there's a part where, in the career path, for example, you're at the starting position and you envision, you see where you want to be in 5 or 10 years, right? You see that. Now, unfortunately, you can't get to that vision of 5 years overnight. It takes a lot of days to get there. It takes steps in between to reach that. And it's the same with health. You have a vision for where you want your health to be and where you want to keep your health improving at, and you take steps to get there. And it's about taking that one step and getting consistent in it. You will, believe it or not, get more ahead by making that one little change and making that consistent before going to the next change versus a bunch of changes at once and then being consistent maybe 3 times a week. So fruit, what I recommend it is they are one of the most convenient changes you can do, because it's not about necessarily changing a habit, it's about changing a little bit of your environment. Let me give you an example. Let's say you work in an office or you work in a classroom, such as a teacher. Here's an example of what you could do. On the morning you come, get like a plastic bag or container, put in there around 2 cups, per se, of fruit. You can do, any kind of berry, strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, anything you like. You can even do the bigger fruits such as oranges, apples, but for now we'll stick to the berries. So around 2 cups, put it in the bag and just bring it with you. You don't eat it then, just bring it with you. And when you come in, have it where it's noticeable or at least easy for you to remember it's there, okay? Because what the next step is, it follows after lunch. So typically, you eat lunch and you're working long hours. You hit around that 2 to 4 p.m. and you start getting tired. You still have a bit more to go in your day, but you're losing energy. So what I recommend is when you come back from lunch, let's say you break from lunch around 1 o'clock. So you come back around 1:45-ish and you're ready to get back to work. So just one thing. When you sit down, before you get back to work, just the bag, just open the bag. Or if it's a container, just take off the lid. And that's it. That's it. Because what's going to happen, especially if you have a habit of snacking, that's okay. I have a habit of snacking myself. What's cool about this is this isn't about trying to stop your habit. It's actually about taking advantage of your habit and being able to use it to eat something that's highly nutritious for you. Okay? So, by just simply opening that bag, not only do you remember it's there, but you can smell it. Fruit, it's a strong smell. You smell it, your body knows it's there. And without even knowing it, 20 minutes is going to go by, you're going to eat an entire bag or a container of fruit. Because you just, while working, we're just snacking away on it. And you ate it without even trying, which is awesome. I mean, it's nice, because you just made one little change in your environment. And from that, with the combination of the carbs, the vitamins, and the minerals, you're gonna get more energy that you're gonna want, which is gonna help you be more productive in your job. It's also gonna make you feel better of the combination of the vitamins supporting the carbs, which is helping with that energy. Also, I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but maybe you've gone to a restaurant or a party with your family, and there was a salad and you ate it and it tasted really good. But in addition to that, it tasted good, but also you felt great. You felt like you felt good, you felt healthy, you felt in shape, you felt good about yourself. And that's what this is also going to do too. In addition to the energy boost from the nutrition, you also get an additional energy boost from feeling good about yourself. You feel good about you eating the healthy fruit, and more importantly, through weeks. This is something that's a lot more convenient for you to stay consistent. It's going to feel good all the time. And that's what you want. You don't want to feel good about yourself just for one day or for 2 days. You want to feel good about yourself consistently. It's very important. And that's what the big part of improving health is all about, is helping you feel better about yourself and helping you grow. So that's why I recommend fruits so much. That's what the benefits they help offer you, and that's the convenience it will help you with on your busy schedule. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can also feel free to send me an email at takingmulliganfitness@gmail.com or send me a message on Facebook. So feel free to do that. And don't forget to not only take a mulligan in your fitness and health, but also in another aspect of your life. Have a great rest of your day.